if the Rakan just gets shut down, gets caught, on entry by a cocoon and ends up taking a ton of damage, it's really hard to win those ensuing trades.
Maybe. But yeah, he's pretty tall. Not that tall, actually.
Lehens has an opportunity, gets a cleanse.
Yeah, the cleanse comes out on the cocoon, but Lehens is still going in. He's still going forward. He knows he has to repel, and Viper's getting low. Finally, the back comes out, but there it is. The first blood goes to Delight anyway. As he's in the bush, the knockup comes in, and a couple more axes get the job done. There was no escaping for Jiwoo. And it's just a 2v2 victory to Hanwha Life Esports.
Comfortably take these grubs. And because Peanut was rotating up, they can't cross-map.
Uh-oh, there's the sweep. Zeka in a bit of trouble, goes back in, and doesn't use it himself, actually. Waits to use the Emperor's Divide.
I guess didn't have full vision on.
Oh, Flash comes in. Forces the Flash. Calyx really testing Zeka today.
Yeah, I thought for a moment he was worried about where Gideon was, but he actually had him tracked on the ward. As
well, yeah, he's getting ulted here. And there you go. That's why you save your
yeah.
And so they lose all 3 grubs, which Nongshim will be quite happy about, I'd say, especially with the Jace and mid lane that's going pretty well. But Hanwha Life Esports do get this first Dragon. I said in the first series, Dragons are kind of fake.
Composition. Don't let him get those cash-ins. Don't let him get accelerated.
Oh, Delight. Here we go again. The max range cocoon comes through, but it's still Rakan. Knockup goes in on the Lehens. There's the charm. They want to try to all in onto the Elise. Lehens very low, but the follow-up here from Viper a little bit slow. They're still going to use the Fate's Call, and Lehens goes back in. And this is in a lot of danger, but they have the backup, and down goes Zeka. Will trade his life for it, but they give a kill over to Nefiri with that play. Nicely done by Nongshim.
Yeah, really well played there. And the ult coming through from Calyx, stealing Delights at the final moments there.
On this a lot of Ghost played by many different champs nowadays. As they're going to fight for this one. Smite does come through from Peanut early. Calyx is in the thick of things. He's got the Xin Zhao ult. Meanwhile, Zeka once again isolated on the right side. He's just going to go down, but they do get the kill onto Calyx for trading mid laners. Look at Zeus finally showing up to the fight. He's just burning Ziyu down. Goes extremely deep for that, though. Nearly loses his life to the doggies there at the end. And guess what? Kingdom wasn't even a part of that fight, and still it was close.
Yeah, was very close. And he's not anywhere near to getting this turret, so he's not going to be getting first brick off of the play while he sits down here. A little bit of plate gold does go over.
Yeah. They're not real.
Jace, it could be real.
I mean, Kingdom has Flash, but I don't know if he gets away from this one. As the follow Flash comes through from Zeka, it is very textbook. As he goes in and gets a kill. Zeka, he got bullied the whole game.
Dragon. They don't have to win the team fight. They don't have to wrestle Pryo away. They just watch Nongshim walk out, get a kill on Kingdom to say thank you very much. So now 2 Dragons to lead for another Chemtech Soul. Familiar with her kit, yeah. Both of them.
Played against it a couple times.
Yeah. Well, this is not looking good for this turret. The turret, chances of turret survival looking minimal. But in exchange, a Herald goes down, so if they go for the bottom turret with that Herald, its chances of survival are minimal. The mid and top turrets, though, are very healthy. There's not a ton of control. They could try to hard force here and look for a dive, but it's in Azir with Emperor's Divide. Doesn't have any teammates yet as Delight isn't here. So they will actually successfully, knowing that bottom pressure was there, say, okay, there's not enough people here to stop this. Zeka respects. As soon as you see Zeka walking away there, too, you just know. This is half of this turret gone, but the TP is committed.
Yeah, so Zeka says, goodbye, Peanut. It was nice knowing you. And that's going to be a shutdown given over to Kingdom. Meanwhile, the chase is still on. We got some axes flying in.
Oh, no!
Snipe is perfect!
You can't just back there where they last saw you, or you're going to get caught! He got caught!
He got caught! I mean, the Draven was the last pick, right? You don't often see the R5 AD carry. But into this comp, I feel like it's got a lot of ways to just chunk frontliners. As long as he dodges Jace poke,
yeah,
he's still going to get healed up by the Rakan. I feel like this Draven, as long as it gets off the ground, it's going to be so good in this game.
I mean, it's levitating, as we put it earlier. It's off the ground. And
Alex. Dua Lipa. All right, let's go in. Oh, the engage from Delight is beautiful, and from the team as well. And Nongshim, they just abandoned ship. They're just like, nope, 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 no. We cannot fight this.
Such a beautiful play from Delight. It denies any sort of follow-up from Nongshim. They're just completely zoned away. Lehens.
There he is, Repel again. He comes down.
Because they're all here, they could just say, we'll take a turret instead.
Yeah, I don't think he can really try to turn this one around. Calyx standing under the turret by himself, already flashed, steals the Rakanal just to survive, and has to flash as well. I mean, that's not it's not what you want to see, although Peanut did have to flash as well, I guess.
Well, if you're a Nongshim fan, you're like, cool, successful, Otacon deny. But if you're a Hanwha fan, you're like,
is that the Cope angle? I mean, I guess.
If you're a Hanwha fan, you're like, well, 2 turrets and a kill.
Just keep going. I mean, they don't have an angle here at all. And there's nothing here either. Zeus is like, I'm just going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a nice little flank. Okay, well, now there's no TP. And Zeus gets a kill.
And a kill.
But they denied the Otacon.
They did deny the Otacon.
I'm glad you caught that, Wolf.
I do feel like this was a pretty good Callista angle with what they had in the draft. When you have a Callista comp and you're running the Sylas, you don't have consistent damage really in a team fight. You're kind of looking for Jace to lead in and then you follow up. It gets tougher. Now, if you have I
think they get this
vision hole on the map and you can start this Otacon quickly, you're going to force a response here. It's still not guaranteed. Viper's so far away, though.
Yeah.
Has his ult, at least.
Well, Zeus is going to find Calyx up 2 levels, and the rest of the team is just getting in onto Calyx so quickly. King and also getting incredibly low. Calyx is just out of the fight. He's not even part of this game. As in the rest of them go, Peanut lives for so long and gets the knock-up, dodges the shock blast, and it's a triple kill to Zeka. Penta angle coming on in, making a quadra. We're just going to get another Penta today. Zeka picks it up again.
Another Penta for the man. 7 kills on the Azir. You cannot do Otacon, say Hanwha Life Esports, and this Otacon deny, I feel like, was the big story. And now Hanwha Life just going to, after the clean ace, walk down the top lane and end the game. As simple as that. Volatile comps here against each other. Hanwha Life pull ahead. And beautiful team fights across the board. Delight looking so good on this Rakan.
Yep, it's one of the picks you can't give them. They could just hit the Nexus, but instead they go for the fight, and Zeus dies, which I believe is his only death of the game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.